both of my parents were addicts. They both struggled with alcoholism. My dad first, and then eventually my mom, because his drinking perpetuated her drinking, which I find very interesting. That's like you use the very thing to cope with the very thing that broke you in the marriage that you have. It's very interesting. We're human, right? We are human.
Yeah.
And yeah, my dad was an addict my whole life, drank a lot. And I think a lot of that is, I mean, I never really got to talk to him about it, but I think he just had a lot of brokenness in his life as well. And that was his way of coping. It eventually led to the divorce of my parents when I was 7 years old. And growing up, I was always told, and I think this just really feeds into even the idea of my book of you can't tell anybody that we're struggling with this thing. People can't know that your dad struggles with this. I mean, I heard this from all sorts of family members. Like, people can't know that dad is struggling with this. So I was just conditioned from a very early age in shame. And if you're ashamed of something, nobody can know because what will they think? And so that was just ingrained in my head. And I think that's probably ingrained in a lot of people's minds, is they had to cover up for other people. Therefore, they can't be vulnerable about the things they're dealing with. And so we never really talked about it, only to a counselor or to my family who knew. And eventually, when I was 10 years old, after my parents got divorced and my mom had custody of my brother and I, we moved down to Texas because of his drinking and everything. He passed away when I was 10 years old from his alcoholism. And I remember, one, feeling broken about that, but also being upset with God that happened in my life, of like, why did you allow him to struggle? Why did you allow him to drink? Why would you allow my parents' marriage to get torn apart? I mean, I was 10 years old asking these very existential questions to God, right?